Welcome to my channel, The Tech Bite. Today I discussed how Nvidia RTX 2070 is faster than a GTX 1080ti. Let's get started. The RTX 2070 is the cheapest way to get your hands on real-time ray tracing in the near future, but with DirectX ray tracing trapped within the tardy Windows October update, the holy grail of gaming is just about as tangible as the goblet itself. For the time being, the RTX 2070 is going to have to get by on regular rendering alone. As far as core componentry goes, the GTX 1080ti and RTX 2070 don't share too many similarities. The 1080ti trumps the 2070 memory bandwidth minus 484 GB per second to 448 GB per second, and memory capacity. The CUDA core count is also majorly in the 1080ti's favor. It's GP102 GPU complete with 1280 more CUDA cores than the Turing TU106 GPU. This graphics card fits the bill perfectly. It features two large Torx fans, a massive heatsink, and has already completed half the work for us with a factory overclock. The Gaming Z is pre-tweaked out of the box, resulting in a 210 MHz increase to the boost clock of the reference 2070. While a stock RTX 2070 manages to top a GTX 1080, it falls quite a bit short of the GTX 1080ti in most games. The Gaming Z, on the other hand, gets within just a few frames of the GTX 1080ti, sometimes even on par with the Pascal flagship. With cooling plenty capable of taking that a little further, the GPU has a little more potential. However, the EVGO X1 Precision app sets unacceptable voltage frequency curve that won't result in a blank screen and one frustrated hardware item midway through a benchmark run. This results in a stable clock of 2,040 MHz underload on the GPU. Memory requires a human touch, but the Gaming Z is capable of a quick and easy 500 MHz boost, ostensibly taking this card from 14 Gbps to 15 Gbps. MSI RTX 2070 Gaming Z vs GTX 1080ti Founders Edition Performance. First 4K Heaven. Deus Ex Mankind Dived, 4K. Shadow of the Tomb Raider 4K. Assassin's Creed Origins 4K. Far Cry 5 4K. The results speak for themselves, but not only has the RTX 2070 proven itself capable of GTX 1080ti performance, it can sometimes even surpass its Pascal predecessor in some titles. Sadly, not all games care for the changes made within Nvidia's Turing architecture. The CUDA and memory superiority of the 1080ti comes out on top of the 2070 in both Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Far Cry 5. Despite the former being one of the first games to support the Turing architecture's signature feature. It's not a clean win for the RTX 2070, but the cheaper card also has more promise for the future. While the GTX 1080ti is likely to only go up in price as stock depletes and third-party cards are discontinued, the RTX 20 series is set to gain further functionality with real-time ray tracing. It's still not a cut-and-dried case, I admit. Without a manual overclock pushing power and thermal limits to the max, the 2070 can't match the performance of a stock 1080ti. Similarly, a third-party, factory overclocked GTX 1080 is well out of reach of Nvidia's entry-level RTX card no matter how lucky you get on the silicon lottery. At least this goes to show the value proposition of third-party RTX 2070 cards may be slightly more enticing than they look to be on the surface. While that might not be enough to convince you to buy a 2070, it may at least vindicate your hurried RTX 2070 purchase. That's it from this video. Hit subscribe and bell icon to get our daily video updates about tech, gaming and tutorials. Smile.